Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Legit. On this week's video, I've got one question for you. Would you leave £14,000 on your driveway unattended? Now, before I get your answer, I just want to let you know that I've started up a second channel on YouTube called Legit Crime. I'll be reporting on all of the worst crime happening in and around London, so it's not just specifically motorcycle crime anymore. If that interests you, head over to the links in the description and I'll have the channel URL there. Now, if the answer to my question was no, a resounding no, well then can you explain to me why there are some motorcycle owners out there who leave brand new KTM 1290 Super Adventure S's out there for anyone to take with no preventative measures on it apart from a steering lock? We all know how easy steering locks are to break, yet there are still some owners who don't even use a steering lock as is. They just leave their bike and expect no one to take it. There is no excuse for being naive anymore, especially if you know this channel. We report on motorcycle crime and theft so much that we are probably the most aware and woke of crime there is to us as motorcycle owners. The police, they're trying their hardest. They're putting out numerous campaigns across the nation. Lock chain, cover your bike, you know, make it as hard as for thieves as you can. But thieves will always be alive. Since humans existed, there were people who stole. But we keep fueling the fire if we don't lock our bikes up and stop making it so easy for thieves. All you need to do at the end of the day is make your bike a mini Fort Knox. Hard enough for them not to want to keep pursuing and working away at your locks. Make it as hard as possible so the next bike becomes their target. That's the harsh reality, and that's basically the truth these days. You have to make your bike harder to steal than the next one. If that video didn't shock you, then we've clearly got a problem. These three young guys, quite evidently, are in their young 20s. They know how to break a bike lock. They come in, they check it out, they see that just a steering lock is holding this 14 grand bike from being wheeled away and being theirs. They come back with all three of them, leaving their black Honda Civic parked down the road, ready to go. One of them, I don't know if you noticed or if you knew what he was doing, but is standing there holding the door handle up. So locking it up, so if anyone does see what they're doing, they can't leave by their front door. Now that is pretty damn alarming. This theft was easily preventable. Now check out this second video I've got for you. Okay, so we start off this video at 2:33 in the morning of the 5th of the 6th, 2021. Now in the background, you can just about make out 3 or 4 guys. They've clocked this motorcycle cover. And Braveheart over here is going to come and check out what's underneath it. So a PIR sensor's gone off and lit up a partial area of where he's at. That doesn't really seem to deter him. What he's doing now is checking for motorcycle disc locks on the front wheel, see if they've got any on there. He's going to go and report back to the others quietly, and they're going to decide what their next plan of action is. Now at this point again, they set off another PIR on the opposite side of the road, so if anyone's looking out their window, 2 lights the opposite side of the street's gone off, someone or something's clearly out there. It could be a fox, so you know, most people don't really pay attention to it, but if you've got a motorcycle, you should really be paying attention every time your lights go off in your driveway. Now, the boys have had their discussion and they're coming back for the bike. How hard is this job going to be? Are they going to need some hammers, an angle grinder, a few of them to lift it up? Who knows? We're about to find out. So he's cautiously taken this cover off in case it's alarmed. Some covers you can get alarms attached to them that will go off if someone tries removing them. So he's now checking the steering lock. No steering lock applied to this bike. This is a new bike. This is a KTM 390, so it has a steering lock. The owner just didn't put it on. Puts the kickstand up, takes the clutch out, and he walks the bike away. The owner might as well just left the keys in it for these guys to take. Now I'm going to avoid ranting and raving about how reckless this owner was with their motorbike. I'm not here at the end of the day to name and shame specific people, but to influence others to look after their property more and try and bring down the curve of this ever increasing theft rate that which we have to deal with as bikers. But that's not all. I've got one more video for you guys. Right, this video is going to start with you seeing these two guys on a moped drive past. Previously, before that, another two were already on a moped, but that's not included in the beginning of this scene. Now, you can look around, you'll see at the timestamp, it's 1:33 in the morning. Now, camera 2 at the bottom left suggests there's more than one camera on this system network, so the guy's got multiple angles of his front garden. You know, he's got clearly a bike or a moped there with a cover over it. Fantastic. He's trying to protect it, cover it, all the stuff we want to see as motorcycle owners who are responsible. Now, a short while later, these guys have seen this bike and they're going to quickly inspect it and see what they're dealing with. He's going to lift the cover and oh, alarm's going off. They're about to bolt. They don't like the sound of that. Early warning from the disc lock, beep, beep, beep. But they're back, they're determined, and it sets the full system off. The full bells and whistles, but the system disarms itself very quickly and resets. So these guys are now back and they're checking out what's going on. Now, the noise is going off again, the alarm's going to be going off. These guys are looking up to see if anyone's going to be coming out the flat or house that they're in. They're going to be panicking a little bit and their heart rate's going to be going up because now they're here, now they're committed to this bike, the higher chance of them getting caught. So he's now told his colleague over there to go and hold the door handle up. Again, something we've seen before. The owner's now come out the top window and is shouting down whilst the thief is shouting up threats with a disc cutter in his hand. They're about to bolt, the three at the back are ready to bolt, but this one guy is determined, and so his friend here comes back to hold that door handle up whilst he's trying to cut that disc lock off. Now, he's going to be cutting this disc lock for a while because the owner of this scooter invested in a good brand, and you can see this guy's covering himself in sparks. Absolutely covering himself. Now, you know, it's just a shame nothing he was wearing was highly flammable because that could have got rid of one scumbag thief for us. They have now given up and are going to make a hasty retreat. Some damage has been done to this guy's disc lock, but his bike is still there. A fantastic result for this guy and a very safe one as well. He looked after his bike. He got a good quality disc lock on there, accompanied by a good sheet, and now you'll see him coming out to see what's going on. If he's got a weapon in his hand, I don't know, he could have one. I would, you know, suggest from a legal point of view that if you had it for self-defense, then fair enough. I think this guy's got a hammer. He's now inspecting the damage done to his bike. Luckily, this chap had a good alarm system on his bike to act as an early warning system, and he had good quality locks to be that second line preventative measure in case a determined thief like we saw attempts to try and steal his bike. Now, to have a third fallback system, you need a tracker. You need a tracker that's going to be discreet and is going to be somewhere where thieves aren't going to look. Now guys, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The best thing to do is to get 2 trackers. Now, invest in a very good one, the likes of Monimoto, Bike Track, Automatrix M-Track. Get one of those, hide it somewhere that thieves are never going to find it, are never going to look for one. But with the second tracker, I want you to put it in the most obvious place you can think of. You lift up the seat, you are going to see it. You're not going to miss it. A thief, when they're panicking like that, when they've just stolen a bike, they're going to pull up the seat, look for a tracker, and lo and behold, they found it. Bingo, they've nailed your security. They're going to pull it out and think no more of it. They've got your bike. They're now thinking, great, we can do whatever we want with this. There's no tracker on it. Ha ha ha, the owner is such a numbskull. Guys, that's what the secret to outsmarting these idiots is. Now, I just want to leave that for a thought for you guys, but I want to know something from you guys. What steps are you guys taking to step up your motorcycle security game? As always, drop your thoughts down in that comments section below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you so much for watching. You guys have been awesome. I've been legit. I'll see you in the next one.